In terms of people, our retention has gone way up. We're losing hardly any people from the company now, and we're hiring incredibly good people into the company. We also realigned our distribution channels, and of course the most visible part of that was CompUSA. There have been many other parts of it as well, but CompUSA is a very important part and sort of the symbol for the whole realignment of distribution, and it's working great. And we began an advertising campaign for brand around Think Different and for some very specific product advertising. So for the first time in a long time, people saw Apple on television and in outdoor and in print. And we also invested in an online store. And we went from nothing online to, I think, the gold standard of e-commerce now in terms of ease of use and clarity. And we've won every award in the book. We are one of the largest e-commerce sites now on the internet. And if you take all of Apple's websites together, this is a pretty good indication about the interest level in the company. It went from 1 million hits per day a year ago to 10 million hits per day today. And that's terrific. So the aggregate of all of these things was that the market value of Apple's risen from about $1.8 billion a year ago to about $4 billion yesterday. I don't know what it is today. And what this means is that people are seeing a stable business, which is good, and that a business that is under control, which is also good. So what do they do then? Well, they don't send us a card or anything. They just go on to the next one. So what's the next one? Well, if you've survived and you've got a stable business, well, what's your product strategy? You know, you're a product-driven company. You better have a doggone good product strategy. And we did not talk about that much for many months. And the reason we didn't talk about it for many months was because we wanted to keep ourselves and the outside world focused on what we were doing at each moment in time, our results, not some vision out in the future. So we didn't talk about it, but we were working our tails off on it. And in the month of May, we disclosed it all at 2 events. One we called the Big Bang on May 6th, and the other a week later at the Developer Conference. And let me take you through that product strategy now, because it's been very well received. When we got to the company a year ago, there were a lot of products. These were the product platforms, 15 product platforms, and a zillion variants of each one. I couldn't even figure this out myself. After about 3 weeks, I said, how are we going to explain this to others when we don't even know which products to recommend to our friends? There was no way to do it. So we went back to Business School 101 and we said, what do people want? Well, they want 2 kinds of products. They want consumer products. Consumers want them in general, and education wants, for the most part, consumer products. And we need pro products, because our design and publishing market wants pro products, and some consumers do, and some education do as well. And in each of those 2 categories, we need desktop and portable models. And what this told us was, if we had 4 great products, that's all we need. And as a matter of fact, if we only had 4, we could put the A-team on every single one of them. And if we only had 4, we could turn them all every 9 months instead of every 18 months. And if we only had 4, we could be working on the next generation or 2 of each one as we're introducing the first generation. So that's what we decided to do, to focus on 4 great products. And the first one that we introduced, of course, was the Desktop Pro product, which was the Power Mac G3. And this thing has been an incredible success for Apple. It's a great product. The performance is stunning. If you go out and find the fastest Pentium 2 machine money can buy, a 400 megahertz Pentium 2 machine, it byte marks out at 5.6 byte marks, right? And look at the G3s. The slowest G3 toasts it. Dramatically faster results. And Intel, of course, not believing this, Intel went to Byte magazine and said, my God, your tests must be wrong. You must have some bits flipped the wrong way. They spent tons of energy, and Byte Magazine, after doing everything with Intel that they could think of, reran the tests, and they were exactly the same, and they published the same results, and they said, we're standing by our results. These are real results. So, we wanted to tell people about them. We wanted to tell people about them, so we put it into our advertising. And we have sold over 750,000 G3s to date. So we're very happy with this. And that is our Pro desktop product. The next product was the Pro Portable. And as you know, that is our new PowerBook G3. These are wonderful products. You can get them with screens up to 14 inches. They're gorgeous, giant screens. And the fastest Wintel portable you can buy has a Pentium 2 266 in it, and you can fry an egg on it. They can't put faster ones in there because their power is so high. The G3 is a beautiful chip in that it uses literally 15% of the power of these Pentiums. So we can put our fastest ones in the portables right away. And so our fastest portable with a 292 megahertz G3 is faster than any Pentium machine, portable or desktop, in the world that money can buy. And we've tried to tell the world about this too. Now, we had some availability problems about a month ago. This thing has been so popular that it outstripped our ability to make them, but we've shipped right now probably tens and tens of thousands of these last quarter, and the spigot's really open wide right now. So I apologize if you've had trouble getting these things. They've just been really popular, and the spigot's as wide as we can make it now. I think that the supply should catch up with the demand in the next few weeks. Another thing that we're announcing today is that we are bringing DVD video to the PowerBook G3. And the way in which we're doing it is going to work for everybody who's just bought one, because it's an add-in DVD drive. As you know, the PowerBook G3's got these two great docking bays. You can just pull out your CD-ROM drive, pop in a DVD drive, and a PC card that goes right in one of the two card slots for the decoding. So you can not only have DVD-ROM, but you can play consumer DVD video and actually watch it on the PowerBook. So if you want to see this, I'll show it to you now. Yeah? Okay, let's go look at it. Great. So let me just play a little video for you here. So you can just see, of course you know this video. This is playing right on the PowerBook. So you get the idea there. Yeah. And let's see here. So I've got my menus up here, and I've got, I can go to preferences as an example. We did all of this ourselves. All the hardware, the software, this is all from Apple, not a third-party product. And I can go to, as an example in preferences, parental controls, and I can set parental controls to say, well, I really want to only let my kids watch, up to PG-13, and I can set a password on this thing. So this is really great. And the other thing that's kind of cool is we got this really cool controller here. And it controls all the playing, as you see. And I can, I can go forward on this thing if I want to. Actually, it's this one here. Go forward at a fast rate, and all these other nice things. I've got a little, okay, thank you. I've got a little door here with all my advanced features under it. And it's pretty nice. It's a second generation DVD-ROM drive, so it reads all the CDR drives and things like that. And the PC card supports MPEG-2, AC3, all the great stuff. So this is now the coolest way to watch movies on airplanes in the whole world. So that was our Pro Portable product. Now we also announced on May 6th that we are developing a consumer portable product and that we will make that available and announce it in the first half of next year. And we're hard at work on that, and I think it's going to be quite nice. Which brings us to our consumer desktop product, and something we're going to spend a fair bit of time on today, which of course is the iMac, which combined the excitement of the internet with the simplicity of a Macintosh. And that was our goal in this product. When we got to Apple a year ago, it was very clear within the first month that Apple was walking away from the consumer market because Apple didn't have a compelling product under $2,000 and had not had one for some time. We immediately began a program to build the most kick-ass consumer product we knew how to do, and that's the iMac. So we're really, really happy with this thing. It's gorgeous. It's going to change the way we believe it's going to change the way computers look and should look. And as you see these things, there's I think between 50 and 100 iMacs here today. It is really, really beautiful. Keyboard, the mouse. It's very nice. And this is the competition. Right? Now, the first thing to note about the competition is it's not exactly nice looking. But more importantly, the competition is powered by a new type of processor. While the iMac has a G3 in it, and I think that was one of our most important decisions, was let's not wimp out here. Let's put a killer engine in this car, right? And we put a G3 233 in it. The other consumer products have the Celery processor in them, running at 266 megahertz. And let's take a look at this. The Celeron, the Intel Celeron, benchmarks out at 3.2 byte marks. Okay? 3.2. The iMac, 7.9. Okay? It blows them away. But even more impressively, let's add the rest of the Wintel lineup. The fastest Pentium money can buy at 400 megahertz is slower than our consumer product. Key point. So, what's in an iMac? G3 233 processor, half a megabyte backside cache. The thing screams. A gorgeous 15-inch display with 10 by 7. We said, you know, what's the most wonderful display you could ever build into a consumer product? And we built it in. And we designed it all ourselves, and the quality of it is gorgeous. You've got to go see these on the show floor. They're gorgeous, gorgeous displays. A really nice complement of memory, 32 megabytes of RAM, expandable to 128, a 4 gigabyte disk drive, and a 24x speed CD-ROM, and an outstanding complement of communications. We built in 100 megabit per second Ethernet because our education customers wanted